everyone, it's Empress Moxie. Today in this video, I'll be talking about vaginal discharge as well as the different types of discharge. Video, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe to this channel after watching the video. I'll be showing you the types of discharge using the different types of soaps and products in my bathroom. So I'll talk about the color discharge first, and then talk about the consistency, what you should expect, and what it indicates. And then I'll use one of the soaps if I have that color and show you what it would look like on your finger after you self-check. I feel like videos like these are important for young girls and those developing, because being able to understand what's going on in your vagina is obviously vital for you to have a healthy relationship with your vagina. So here we go. Basically what discharge is secretion from your vagina and your cervix. The discharge that comes out of your vagina daily actually serves a purpose. It is your vagina's way of cleaning itself from debris or whatever unnecessary thing is in your vagina that may impact your reproductive health and overall vaginal health. So discharge is pretty important. Some women have a different experience with discharge. Some women have discharge daily, some women have discharge every other day, and some women don't have discharge at all. That is all normal. But the reason for this video is for you to understand the different types of discharge and how they look and feel, so you can help yourself out. So let's get that started. The color and consistency of your discharge differs just like the amount of time you may have discharge per day based on where you are in your cycle. Women have cycle from 21 days to 35 days. That is a normal thing. Alright, so the first vaginal discharge we'll be talking about is the clear discharge. Most vaginal discharge is regularly clear or whitish, and this happens many times right before ovulation. So the clear discharge that you may have also comes out based on arousal and other. Alright, so I'm going to show you all an example of what clear discharge may look like. I think this one's clear. So I'm using my mom's shea butter shampoo to show y'all the consistency of clear discharge and what to expect. Okay, I'm just gonna take a little bit out to show you. So the usual clear discharge should look like this, and it should just be wet and slippery like that. Okay, so when it is clear and watery, that means that you're just on a regular area of your cycle. This happens just regular days and regular times. But when it is clear and stretchy, that can mean you're ovulating. So this is right before and after your period. It'll be clear and stretchy. And this is what they mean when they say clear and stretchy. So it stretches when you're moving with it. This is not so stretchy, but you see that phlegm right there? It goes with your hand. It will continue to go when you're ovulating. It won't break off. But when it breaks off, that's just your regular discharge. And like I said, with the clear discharge, it can range from clear to white, just not very white. When it's very white and has an odor is when you need to worry. So now we're going to talk about white discharge. Okay, so I'm going to put a diagram thing here so you can read a little more about white discharge. But with white discharge, it is normal depending on the consistency of it. So I'm going to use this Olay Moisture to show y'all white discharge. Okay, so this is gonna be an extremely white discharge. If you have discharge this white and it has no odor, or you don't have any cramps or anything with it, that may be your normal discharge. But if it is this white and you have odor and other things with it, you may have an infection like yeast infection. It depends. But if it is white like this, that is a normal, I'm talking about this finger. If it's white like the top part area right here, that is normal. If it's a little more white, like super white, and there's some other complications associated with it, that means you may have an infection or an imbalance going on, and you need to check that out. So with your white discharge, first I just showed you what it should look like if it is white, like a thin film of it, not too thick, not too chunky. If it is to come out with a consistency like this, chunky like that, that could be a problem, okay? That's just meaning something is imbalanced or there is an issue there and you might want to get checked. So again, if it looks like this. Okay, now we're going to talk about red discharge. This may just be associated with your period, like maybe right after your period, your discharge may come out with a little bit of red in it. That is normal. Don't panic or anything. But if it's like a week after your period and you have some red in your discharge, that may be spotting or something else, and you should check that out. Okay, speaking of periods and menstruation, like after your period ends, sometimes with the old blood coming out and being in your discharge, it may look a little bit brown. And by brown, I mean just the rusty red. This is the end of your period, so basically the blood is drying up and it looks a little brownish. So that's why I'm showing brown. So I'm going to show you what it might look like, because that's just old blood, but I'm going to show you what it may look like at the end of your period. It might look like that. I hope you can see this good. This is just dripping down my finger. It will look like this at least 2 days after your period. If you know there's old blood or anything, remember your vagina is always cleaning itself, so this color and consistency might come out right after your period. Let me get some more. And sometimes it may not be dark brown like this. It might just be a little bit red or something after your period, but this is after your period. It's going to be mixing with your regular discharge, and that's normal. Alright, so just like I just talked about the brown discharge after your period, we're going to talk about pink discharge. So pink discharge might just be a sign of spotting right before your period. But if you have it any other time during your cycle, might be a sign of pregnancy and implantation bleeding. So implantation is basically after the sperm meets the egg, and now your body is getting ready for helping that egg and sperm form into a baby. Okay, so yeah, that's all I have to say for pink discharge, though. It's pretty straightforward. Right before your period, it's about spotting. Any other time in your cycle, it may be a sign of implantation, bleeding, and pregnancy. Now we're on gray. So for gray vaginal discharge, there's nothing healthy about gray vaginal discharge. This is just a sign of an infection. Most common would be the bacterial vaginosis infection, and I'll put a diagram here so that you can understand the symptoms of vaginal infections like bacterial vaginosis and what else to look out for other than the gray discharge. Okay, lastly, yellowish discharge. This might indicate a problem. If it's yellowish to green, this might just indicate an STD, an STI, something that you need to check right away. If your discharge changes to that color, I would advise you go see someone at the clinic, get tested, get observed so they can understand. And also if it comes with symptoms like change of appetite, itching, burning when you're peeing, things like that, yeah, you should go check that out. Don't be afraid. Don't feel like you're gonna get in trouble. Don't feel like it's shameful or anything. You might not have known how you got that, so the best thing to do is go figure out how that happened and help yourself out. Also, I've brought up the cycle a lot during this video, so I'm going to leave some key information regarding your cycles so you can understand your cycles and different parts of it, the discharge that will come with that, as well as the signs and what to watch out for. So, I hope this video was helpful. If there are any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments. Do not forget to like this video, hit share so that other females and your friends can understand the vagina, discharge, and, you know, not shaming themselves for being a human being and a woman. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. We're on a road to 1,000 subscribers, so we can have a healthy lock journey, vaginal journey, feminine health journey, and life journey. So go ahead and subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can be notified whenever I post a new video relating to any topic on my channel. Thank you so much. See y'all in the next video.